Welcome to my channel Debbie Ever After once again. A big thank you for watching my earlier vlogs, liking them, sharing them and subscribing. This one has been edited a bit differently. It's interlaced with excerpts of my conversation at the luxurious Alcisar Mahal with the man himself, Abhimanyu Alcisar. He wears many hats: Raja of Khetri, a luxury hotelier, a marathon runner, and the mastermind behind India's hippiest, coolest music festival, Magnetic Fields. So let's hear from him those intriguing stories of Shekhawati lineage and more. This is my second trip since the things opened up after the whole COVID issue, and we're off to Rajasthan again. This time to another hidden gem, the Alcisar Mahal. So this is somewhere in Jhunjhunu, which is part of the Shekhawati region of Rajasthan. This is the way we are going to take a left from here, and it's showing us the way to Narnaul, the one we need to take. So we're taking a right here at this crossing. Hi, so we've driven for 140 kilometers and we've reached Narnaul, and right here in Narnaul we are here at this cute little resort called Chandni Resorts, and we're taking a breakfast break, and I just ordered for nice garam gobi parathas, and see you next at Alcisar Mahal. Hi, it's midday and we have reached the beautiful, gorgeous Alcisar Mahal, which you can see there right behind me. So as we enter, this is what welcomes us, a very, very luxurious hallway, which is the reception area. Which has all these portraits and the huge cedars and those thrones, I can call them.
This place was actually built in, the first wing was built in 1630. And then finally in 1757 was when my ancestors came and captured the fort, fought a battle and captured the fort. So it's a, And then every generation made something or the other, and that's how the fort has become so beautiful and big. And you know, every generation added something. You know, there were their signatures in the fort. So then finally, after the Raj went away in 1954 actually, when my grandfather left the village because there was no revenue left from here, because there was no farming here. So they came back and they went back to Jaipur. We have a townhouse which is again a heritage hotel. It's called as Alcisar Haveli.
Yes, I saw that.
Haveli basically means a mansion.
Right.
Mahal means the palace. So we had a townhouse there, and so my father was in the army earlier. He left the army and then converted the place into a hotel in '94. That's how then he became a businessman. And then finally in 1999 he started restoring this place. Because restoring an old palace, it takes time.
Takes years.
It takes years. It took us about 7 years to restore the whole fort.
Yes.
And then finally in 2006 we started the hotel.
Being shown up to our room now, and that is what is behind us. He says ours is room number 104, and we needed a ground floor room because that is what would be easy for mom to stay and navigate her way through. And that is the way that leads to the restaurant. Just a glimpse for now till I see my room. Thank you, Ji. I love the seating, and in the suite now we're moving on to the bedroom, which is again really beautiful. So you're telling me also some link about Swami Vivekananda and your ancestors. Tell us about that.
My great grandfather's elder brother, who was the Raja of Khetri, he was the one who sponsored Swami Vivekananda to go to Chicago for the religious conference. He was the one who gave him the name Swami Vivekananda, the title Swami, and the name Vivekananda. 100 rupees from our house used to go as pension to his mother till she died. And finally, basically both of them were really close friends. In fact, Swamiji also got enlightened in Khetri during one of his visits to Khetri. And
that itself makes Khetri so invaluable.
Oh, yes, it is. I mean, if you go to that village, it is known to be the Kashi of Shekhawati. उस गांव में 90 मंदिर है, 90 temples in one village, and beautiful ones. People say there are about 116, but 90 is what I know of. There are more which are smaller temples.
Right.
So it's in a उस area में भक्ति भाव का बहुत है. And then my grandfather believed he was a philosopher, so he believed in philosophy. That's how we met Swami Vivekananda at Kanyakumari at one of the conferences in 1890s, early 1890s.
And that's the sit out just outside of our room, which is beautiful and gorgeous. Love the way the corridors have been given. They gave a special wheelchair so that Mama doesn't have any problems moving around. That is the beautiful eating area, which is an extension of the dining. Which is obviously a courtyard, a huge courtyard where you can see my mum navigating her way through. And now entering the restaurant. So let's go on to the restaurant and see how good it is. I'm so excited. Oh, that is bliss. That is the gorgeous dining of the Alcesar Mahal. Ooh. And though they have displayed their ancestors there right on top of the dining area. That is the ceiling of the dining area. Which is adorned with all that painting and the Jharokas. Oh, isn't that really ornate, especially for a dining area? I'm hungry, I'm in this gorgeous dining area, and I'm waiting for my food.
The Africans talk about the big five. We have the big six.
Yes, you can say if you call.
We also have the tiger.
Yes, we also have the tiger.
We got the lion.
Yes, we got the leopard.
We got the leopard.
Yes.
We got the tiger.
Yes.
We got the elephant. We got the rhino. We got the bison.
Yes, absolutely.
All six of them.
All six of them.
They only talk about big five.
Right.
We have big six.
That's the entry to another set of rooms. Very intriguing, and one of those really old mammoth trunks. This kind of a corridor has some very interesting artifacts. Weapons which make for a beautiful mammoth wall decor, and then some saddlery, and some old paintings, photographs. That what you see behind me is an old carrier or a rickshaw, which is really interesting. And that one is a slightly different model. Which is so interesting again.
I'll tell you a brief history about Shekhawati. Shekhawati, Shekhawati was named after Rao Shekhaji.
Okay.
We are the descendants of Rao Shekhaji.
Right.
हमारा एक जैसे कबीले होते हैं वैसे हम एक कबीला थे.
Okay.
Shekhawats. All the Shekhawats. And the head of the family is Shahpura on the Delhi-Jaipur highway.
Okay.
The second brother was Khandela.
Okay.
Where you've stayed.
Yes.
Again.
Okay. Dr. Raisal.
Dr. Raisal's family
His
is the second
ancestor.
brother.
Okay.
So जब हमारे यहाँ पे पाक का दस्तूर होता है मतलब राज तिलक होता है या जो आप लोग समझते हैं तो या तो शाहपुरा से आती है पगड़ी या फिर वो नहीं होते हैं तो फिर खंडेला से आती है पगड़ी.
Okay.
ऐसा हमारा सिस्टम.
Okay. So that's the senior brother at some point.
That's the senior brother. Senior most brother is Shahpura, then Khandela.
Okay.
फिर उन खंडेला के एक छोटे ब्रदर थे जो झुंझुनू का एक नवाब था. उसके सेनापति थे.
अच्छा.
So when the Nawab was a womanizer and his debacle had started, so he captured the Nawab, killed him, became the Raja of Junjunu.
Okay.
So and he had 5 sons.
Okay. This Nawab.
No, not this Nawab.
Oh,
my grandfather. 13 generations back, my grandfather. His name was Raja Shardul Singh.
Okay.
Thakur Shardul Singh first, and then he became the Raja of Junjunu. He had 5 sons.
Okay.
So when he died, it was decided. Usually क्या होता था पुराने ज़माने में ऐसे बड़ा छोटा कुछ नहीं होता था. जो सबसे काबिल भाई होता था उसको राजा बना दिया जाता था या ठाकुर बना दिया जाता था.
Which is the right way actually.
Which is the right. So they decided after he died, it was decided कि ये तो पांचों बराबर हैं. ये तो लड़ मरेंगे,
कैसे करेंगे?
ये लड़ लेंगे, खत्म हो जाएगा पूरा एम्पायर. So one of the Rajgurus, it was decided that सब कुछ बराबर, everything was divided equally, immovable and movable assets of Shardul Singh Ji was divided equally between 5 sons.
Okay.
And the Raj was also divided it was divided in such a way, उसको हम लोग कहते थे चूंदड़ी बट सिस्टम. चूंदड़ी बट सिस्टम मतलब ये है कि अगर एक भाई अल्सीसर का ठाकर है तो उसके पीछे एक गांव है न्योड़ा, तो वो है गांव धुनलोद का. एक गांव है मोगा, वो है मेरे दूसरे कजन मंडावा वाले का. सामने है ककड़ेऊ, वो है गांव बिसाऊ का. तो अगर मेरे पे कोई अटैक कर रहा है तो दूसरे भाई को मदद करने आना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि उसके गांव को भी नुकसान होने वाला है.
Okay, so it's all intertwined.
It's intertwined.
Physical
on the ground. Yes, on terrain wise.
Oh, how smartly done.
Yes, so that कोई भी भाई अपनी टेरिटरी अपने भाई से छीने नहीं, बढ़ नहीं पाए, वहीं का वहीं रहे, और लड़ाई नहीं हो भाइयों में, यूनिटी रहे. जिससे जब लड़ाई का टाइम आए 5 भाई बराबर जाएं लड़ने opponent से.
They would protect each other also.
Since then, everything has been divided equally in the house. 13 generations back, they were so organized
and thoughtful. There's a lot of thought gone into it.
Yes. So,
going into the pool area now, and let's see what it looks like.